Hello everyone, I'm Storm. Welcome back to another reaction video, and in this one we'll check out Vex Champion Spotlight and gameplay for League of Legends. It's been a while since they released, or not released, but showcase what the next champion will be. And now I got here the Spotlight and gameplay of it, the official one. So without further ado, let's check out what she can do.
Meet Vex, an unusually gloomy Yordle with an endless supply of teenage angst.
I am dark and forlorn and hopelessly morbid.
After trudging through the Shadow Isles, Vex uses her newly empowered shadow magic to manipulate battles to her advantage and spread gloom all over Runeterra.
Bring it down a notch.
While she's not a tryhard, this shadow mage effectively controls the battlefield and punishes foes who jump around too much.
Okay.
She's really not like the other Yordles. Welcome to the Vex Champion Spotlight.
I like her shadow.
Before we get to her passive, let's run through her tools of despair. Vex's Q is Mistral Bolt, a wave of black mist that damages enemies it passes through. After delay, the bolt accelerates and narrows in. If enemies get too close for comfort, Vex's W, Personal Space, can emit a powerful shockwave, shielding her and damaging her surrounding enemies.
Personal space, people.
Looming Darkness is Vex's E. Command Shadow to fly to a location, which increases in size as it travels. Upon arrival, Shadow damages and slows enemies for a few seconds. Now let's get to misery business. Vex's passive is Doom and Gloom. Every so often, Doom will cause Vex's next non-ultimate ability to fear enemies and interrupt their dashes.
Back.
Ooh.
When a nearby enemy dashes or blinks, Vex will mark them with Gloom. Her next attack, Mistral Bolt or Personal Space against a Gloom target deals additional damage, consumes the mark, and reduces Doom's cooldown. Vex's E, Looming Darkness, also applies Gloom on all damaged targets.
Die or something.
Vex's ultimate is Shadow Surge. Cast sends Shadow forward, damaging and marking the first enemy champion hit. Recast to dash to your target and do additional damage.
Okay.
If the marked target dies within the time frame of Shadow Surge, its cooldown will be temporarily reset. Welcome to the Shadow Parade.
Do the thing.
Okay. Damn.
Keep watch on your Doom's cooldown without wasting it and leaving yourself wide open, because this ain't a scene, it's a black mist race.
Awesome. I mean, whatever.
A core part of vexing your opponents is proccing Gloom on abilities to reduce Doom's fear cooldown. Keep the mood melancholy by maintaining a rotation of Gloom on champions and minions to spread even more Doom. If you don't feel like walking, Shadow's there to pick up the pace. Utilize Shadow Surge's recast to quickly get into the thick of things and exercise your personal
Damn,
space
that's
to
a
disrupt the
long
fight.
range.
Walking sucks.
Even though Vex was doing shadow magic before it was cool, she's still squishy in most team fights. Lurk patiently in the shadows and wait for the right moment to go in.
Damn.
Once you spot the perfect opportunity, swoop in for the Shadow Surge resets and doom the enemy team.
Death is the true meaning of life. Whoa, that's deep.
Show them it's not just a phase. Uncover more about the Shadow Mage in the links below.
Damn, she's a solid one. So they presented her as a mid laner, so I assume that she is AP. But I guess let's return to the abilities here. Interesting to know that Q at first is wider and then is narrower. That's I need to remember that. W with the personal space, I like the name. Deals damage around her, shields her. And E was, I guess, I mean, the farther you cast it, the bigger it is. And you, I guess, slow, right? Yeah, you also slow it. Yeah, slow. And with her passive, you must actually, I mean, it's like locks, right? If you hit the ability, then you want a basic attack to proc that. So not sure how long the cooldown for her passive is, but I guess it's a combo-based champion, and I guess her additional I would assume that her bar when she will fear is up here, so when it turns to red, then the next ability will fear them. Yes. And she can also disable the jumps. I mean, it is said just jumps, or let's hear that again.
And interrupt their dashes.
Dashes. Okay.
When a nearby enemy dashes or blinks, Vex will mark them with gloom. For next attack.
Dash or blink. Okay. That's very. I mean, that's actually a counter for many different champions on the lane, right? Against the Yasuo was a perfect example. His E is a dash, so she can potentially just basic him to death with her passive, of course. But yeah, I don't know how long the cooldown is for this, for her passive. But her ultimate being the mobility that she needs because she doesn't have anything else. I mean, even though this is more on engage than backing off, because she can't escape. The ultimate only hits the champions, right? So she can't teleport to the minions or the monsters. So that's one, I guess. So if you just bang on her, with, I guess, one fear, but on the other side, she's really squishy. So yeah, but she's a beast to go in, and I'm like, if she fears around, this is another support for Nocturne. What I'm thinking here is the Nocturne in the jungle. He's not sure which of his abilities gives that, but when the enemies are feared, he gets a bonus movement speed. With Vex, that's a crazy buff because she fears them around, and he can just come in with ult, follows her, and then have a ton of movement speed around her because they will be all feared. So there's good combos that I can think of right now. But yeah, I really like her shadow. It's a cool design. I like her. I also like her walking animation. It's so fast. I don't know. It's a Yordle, right? But yeah, that was a fine champion spotlight and showcasing a little of gameplay and tips how to play with her or against her, if, for that matter. And I guess the new skin that is also coming with her. Not sure. I kinda like her original skin. I mean, she looks more gloomy, right? This is a little more bright for her, I guess. But yeah, if you liked my reaction here and thoughts afterwards, give it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below if I missed anything, subscribe for more, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!